You know the drill. Get yourself something to drink. Join me on this next video. Well, it is cold and damp outside, but here in the shop it's warm. It even smells good. My son is working on a wood project over here, and I love the smell and the look and even the feel of wood. But today we've got a fun tool that we're going to look at. Come on down here on the workbench and let's check it out. So here's our project that we're going to try to tackle. I showed this to you in the flea market haul, or the antique store where I got this. I was excited when I saw it. I don't know, I just really like the way it looks. It says B&O Railroad right there. I want to do a little bit more research on that. The handle is very nicely shaped, but the head is hung horribly. It's crooked, it's twisted, it's off canter. So anyways, we're going to take this off and get it soaking and cleaned up, and we'll see what we can make from this. That's cool. I think we'll keep it. Those of you who are interested, I get questions every so often on the channel about what it is exactly it is that I'm doing. This here is an acid bath. This is muriatic acid, about a third muriatic acid, and the rest is water. You pour this in there and it will dissolve the rust right off of there. It only takes about an hour. It's definitely not safer than vinegar or evaporust, but this will take that rust right off of that tool. There are also fumes involved, so you have to be careful. Not recommending this, I just have it available to me. If you've got the time and the patience, use the vinegar. If you've got the money, use the evaporust. But for the most part, this here is something that I can use. It works pretty quickly, about an hour, and you've got it changed out. When I take this out, you're going to want to use, if you use this, you're going to want to have some rubber gloves, because it will eat your skin. And in order to get it to neutralize, you need to use some baking soda. So once I'm done here, I'll pour this back into this container. I'll take it over to the sink. I'll pour some baking soda down in there, and then I'll fill this up with water. It neutralizes all the acid in there, and then you can dump the water. I don't usually dump the water down the drain, but we try to put it in a place where it's nice and sandy and it will filter. But that baking soda will neutralize that. But this takes the rust off of that, and this is the process that I'm using here. All right, I've done some checking here. The handle that this came with is not going, don't think it's going to be. Right there's the widest point, and it is still too small. So I think we're going to try and make a handle for it. this handle turned out pretty good. Grain orientation isn't perfect, but it does run straight all the way through from the butt to the eye. So let's get this thing mounted. And here we go. Got our project all fixed up. Let's see here what we have. B&O Railroad. B&O Railroad stands for Baltimore to Ohio. It was one of the first railroads. I think it was 1827 is what I read, is when it was established, and it grew throughout the 1800s, and it was all about being able to reach out west. And so they went from Baltimore all the way to Ohio. So you'll have to help me, those of you who may know what that stands for right there. It says, I don't know if there's a big W with the F and T in it. So I don't know if that's WF and T or if it's just F and T and there's the lines there. I'm not really sure who that is. It would be good to know, so if you can let me know, that would be great. I really like the way this thing looks. Still got the forge marks all over it, and you can see we've cleaned it up and gotten rid of all the rust. I had to make a new handle for it. I couldn't use the handle that I had. It just wasn't going to fill the eye, so I made this new handle. Nice and straight, large palm swell. We got Tool Scouter burned right in there. Proud of the way this turned out. Got the eye fixed up, and it is good and tight. Now let's take a look at what we had before. And here is what we have after. Well, thanks for joining me on this. It's been a lot of fun. I really liked this tool when I first found it, and really happy with the finished product and the way it turned out. We've got a place over here on the wall for it. Now we can display it proudly. Thanks so much for joining me on this. It's been great to share this with you. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again. God bless.